What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. Today I thought it'd be a lot of fun to show you guys what kind of stuff I've found inside Destiny so far. So I spent an awful lot of time looking for legendary, looking for exotic gear, and I thought this would be a good time because I finally kind of filled up my entire character with either legendary or exotic gear. So let's get into the menu here, and I'm going to start with the weapons on the left hand side, and then I'll move over to the armor on the right hand side. And I'm going to start off with my favorite. I really like this auto rifle. So this is the Shadow Price auto rifle. You can see it's got that kind of Vanguard V on it. It's got this blue and orange motif. I think this is a great looking gun, but I'm really even happier with the way it performs. As you can see, that stability stat is just nearly maxed out. I mean, it's just a sliver away from having full stability. So as far as the Crucible goes, or as getting headshots go, this thing is a monster. You just train it in on a head and it just stays there. You can take a little bit of the stability away and get some extra ammo or some actually some more better ammo. But I really like the perfect balance. I think the gun is just a headshot machine this way, and I've really been happy with it. You can see I have it almost all the way maxed out. I just need a little bit of ascendant energy, and you're gonna see that kind of be a theme throughout this video, because that to me is kind of the last thing I'm really grinding for on this character, is ascendant energy and ascendant charge for the armor. So let's move on to the sniper rifle. And I think this is a pretty cool sniper rifle. I actually really hated it when I first got it, because the standard scope zooms in so far that it was disorienting. So I actually upgraded it to the short gaze, short range scope, and I've been much happier with it. It does a ton of damage, and it only has a 3-round magazine, but it actually reloads a little bit quicker after the last one. So you can see that that is one of the options. Increases the reload speed of this weapon when the mag is empty. So as long as you use all 3 shots, it's actually really quick to reload. I haven't had it for that long, so I haven't really gotten into the upgrades yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what those are, but I do really like the look of this. You can see that it's got the dead orbit kind of logo on it, and it's got this kind of gray and white camo motif. I kind of like this weapon. I think it's pretty cool. Again, I haven't really used it a ton yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the unlocks do for it. Next up is the Thunderlord. This thing is an absolute monster. When I first picked this up, I didn't realize how much you could upgrade the exotic weapons. And you can see, again, I'm still looking for Ascendant Energy to kind of finish the damage profile on this. But when I first got it, man, this thing kicked like a mule, so it was absolutely incredibly important to start adding things that would make it a little bit more stable, and that has happened now. It's an absolute beast in the Crucible. It takes down very high level enemies very quickly in the PvP, and it's called the Thunderlord. It's the Thunderlord. I love this gun. It's a really cool gun. So even if I find another exotic, I don't know that I'll swap it out. I'll do it temporarily, but I really like having the Thunderlord machine gun as an exotic weapon. I think it's a really cool gun. So let's move on to the armor. And actually, before I do that, I'm just going to go and click off my shader so you guys can see how this stuff all looks kind of in its native state. And you can see I've got a purple helmet here. This was from the Queen's Wrath mission. I did finally pick up a helmet by completing that mission, and that was really my last piece of legendary gear that I really needed. So I was really excited to get a helmet from that mission, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the gold and the purple. It reminds me of how I got it. It's kind of like a story about the helmet, and I like that about Destiny. I know that a lot of people don't like how slow it is to get legendary and exotic items, but when you do get them, they feel special. So I actually bought this Exodus grips, okay? I bought these from the Dead Orbit guy, and I'm pretty happy with them. There's not a whole lot too special about them. If I do find another piece of legendary gear that takes up this slot, I might switch over to it. We'll see what happens. When Zerg comes around, he does sell some pretty cool stuff. So if he's got something that, lights up like that Titan helmet or whatever, I might switch over to it. Speaking of Xur, that's where I got the Lucky Raspberry. So this may not be the most attractive piece of armor you ever saw, but I really like it because it was my first exotic armor. and that was really exciting. It was the first thing I was able to buy from Xur, and it does a lot of, you know, it's very protective. 409 defense, and I haven't even fully upgraded it yet. Again, Ascendant Shards. It's the thing I'm grinding for right now. I also like the description, no one has ever died wearing me. Hash, it's true. She leaves the unworthy before they fall. So, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's not the most attractive piece of armor I've ever seen, but I like it anyway. And finally, for the boots, legendary boots that I got from the Dead Orbit Society. Again, I'm still trying to upgrade these all the way. They are white and they are cool, man. They're like patent leather white boots. I love them. So I actually like using this shader here. I'm not exactly sure where I picked it up. It's the Blood Pact Armor shader. And it's just a rare shader, but it reminds me of like that gold and white theme of the iPhone 5 when that came out last year, the 5S. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that shader. I do have the red ghost shell that came with the Ghost Edition, the big boxed edition of Destiny when I first bought it. And I got a few sparrows here, but nothing real special. I believe this is the one that I got for actually pre-ordering Destiny at GameSpot. It's just a red sparrow, nothing real special there. And over here, I've got quite a few ships. I believe that this Valkyrie is the one that I got for pre-ordering the game. It's not a bad looking ship. The one I tend to use the most is this Kestrel. I think this is just a badass looking ship. It's just, you know, it's all darked out. It's got the kind of yellow lines on it. It looks really sinister, so I like it a lot. And I just picked this one up as a regular item drop. It was pretty cool to find that. And that's about it. Obviously, my emblem, as soon as I could get a rabbit, I got a rabbit. That was really cool. I actually just picked this up, the Rune of the Machine. I haven't even looked at it. Might as well look at it for the first time now. I think that's pretty cool, but you know what? I'm sticking with the rabbit. So that's going to do it, guys. Let me know what you guys have found. Tell me what you guys think about my class setup so far. And that's going to do it for this video. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Enemy SATCOM spotted.